Tell me, do you want me on top? So let me show you, I don't need to back it up. Don't wanna hold you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I created this bright green half cut crease like matte eye look. I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I haven't filmed on myself in ages, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off with prepping the skin. This is what I do on my clients as well. I like to prep the skin so it has time to like absorb in while I do my eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the Tatcha Silk Canvas and I'm just going to focus this in like my T-zone area where I normally have larger pores. This is such a good pore filling primer. It is pricey, but it's definitely worth the price. I literally use on everyone and it does last ages because you literally only need like the tiniest amount. So I'm just going to really like work that in, fill in all my pores. Excuse my nails, by the way. Obviously I can't go get them done, and I painted them and all the nail polish, like it was old, so it all chipped off, so now it looks really gross, so just ignore that. Oh, it feels so weird actually doing my own makeup just because I haven't done it like literally in forever, but I thought it would be perfect timing since I've got nothing else to do, and I have really been liking doing like client tutorials and stuff. But yeah, doing my own makeup is so fun as well when I don't have like lash extensions, because when you have extensions you can't like be that creative on the eyes because you don't want to wreck your lashes. So yeah, so next I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Radiance or Illuminating Primer. They renamed it, and I'm just going to put this everywhere as well. And I have done my skincare routine before I did this, and this is my favorite primer. I love it. It's the same as the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. They've just like repackaged and like rebranded it. And ignore this situation here. I've had a few breakouts, but I mean that's what happens when times like this are very stressful, and I'm such a bad like picker of my skin, especially when I don't have fake nails, because when I have fake nails at least I can like not pick my skin, but when I don't have them I pick like crazy, which is so annoying because then that's what leaves like scars and stuff. But I'm working on not doing that, and like this side of my face is like perfect, this side of my face is like what happened there, but that is fine. Okay, so as you can see, looking nice and glowy and fresh. So now we can get started on the eyes. I'll zoom you guys in for this part so you can see everything. Okay, so now that you guys are nice and zoomed in, you can have a good look at my head. I'm gonna do my brows just before I do eyeshadow, because I like to do brows so then it like what am I trying to say? It gives like me the structure to like where I'm gonna blend my eyeshadow. If that makes any sense, you guys will see anyway. So I'm gonna take the Benefit Browsing brow palette. This is very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow palette. This one is just like obviously smaller, and I'm just gonna brush my hairs upwards just like that, and then just fill them in. I'm not gonna fill them in too defined. Okay, so now that they're filled in, they look really messy, but I'm going to go in and clean them up with the P. Louise base in the shade 2. You guys know this is what I always use. Let's squeeze them out, and I want to use quite a light shade because I am doing a colourful look. Actually, I'll show you guys the look I'm inspired by. I'm doing a colourful look, so I want the base to be light so it really makes the eyeshadows pop on top. Okay, so this is the type of look I'm inspired by. Rain Carter, he is amazing. I'm sure you guys have heard of him before. So yeah, I just want to do something like really like green. I don't think I've ever done anything like that on myself or on clients before, so it should be fun. So I'm just going to carve out my brows now. So this is them looking crazy and carved out. I'm going to take that exact same base and just like a little fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to put it all over my lids to prep them for the eyeshadow. Oh, this feels so good. When you have extensions, you have to be like so careful and like walk around. When you have extensions, you have to be like so careful and stuff. So this feels so weird that I can just like put makeup on my eye. Oh, but yeah, I love my extensions. But it's fine. After this self-isolation is over, I'm getting my lashes done. So I'm just really like, I'm not swiping the product because this is like a wet base, it works better just to tap it on. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why I like to use a fluffy brush, because it sort of blends it out at the same time. And I make sure I bring it all the way out to here, just in case I do decide to drag my eyeshadow out. I actually feel like it feels so weird doing my own makeup, because I literally never ever do my own makeup or wear makeup. Like, I prefer to do it on clients just because I can't be bothered doing my own. Okay, so there we go, looking crazy with our eyes prepped. So for the eyeshadow palette I'm going to try, well, not try, actually I don't think I've ever used this palette myself. I've used it on clients before. It is the Be Perfect Carnival. This is the Pro, so the really big one. And unfortunately this palette for me, like all the dark shades that I've used and tried so far have been really patchy and just like can't build them up. Like all of majority of the shade, like the dark shades in here just like don't work for me. So I'm gonna try it again today. I hope it works, because I'm gonna be really annoyed if it doesn't. So I'm gonna start, normally with my eyeshadow I go like lighter to darker, but with, like I said, with color I like to go darker to lighter. So hopefully if I do it this way the eyeshadows blend nicely, because I've seen so many people use this palette and say they love it. So I'm gonna start with this dark green shade here. I'm going to map this out in my crease before I start with the eyeshadow. As you can see, the base has creased a little bit, which is normal. I'm just going to tap out the crease so it doesn't stay there. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to take that dark green shade and what is it? It's called Nuke. I'm going to tap it all in my crease. I'm not worried about blending. I just want to build up the color intensity. Sorry with this video if it's not super chatty. It's just because when I'm doing looks like this where I actually have to try and concentrate, I can't talk too much, but you guys can watch and enjoy. So I always like to start my eyeshadows on this outer corner and then work my way in. Well, this color is looking really pretty so far. And I'm just stamping it on, because when you apply tapping motions you get all of the payoff and the most like color comes off your brush. Whereas if you go in and like swipe straight away, it's really hard because you have to keep going back and forth to build it up. Whereas if you do it this way, you're already building up the intensity and you don't have to pack it on as much. That is such a nice color. It's applying really nicely. I'm just like scared to blend, because lately, yeah, like I said, when I've been using these shadows, when I blend they just do not blend nicely at all. They go really patchy. So I'm not sure if I got like a dud palette or if any of you guys have the same experience. Okay, so as you can see, I've just done that shape. I've just tapped it on, make sure it's all the same like color intensity all the way across. Now I'm going to take a really small blending brush and I'm going to take this another shade in the palette called the Hype, and it's just like a nice green. I'm going to start softening this edge. This is the part I'm worried about. So I'm like tapping it right on the edge first, and then I'll start blending the two colors together. I like green eyeshadow, so underrated. I don't know why. I've never done it before. I think it's just like intimidating, but why not? Okay, so far they actually look like they're blending together even though I haven't properly blended. So now I'm going to take this, what is this brush? It's a crown brush. It's just like a really small blending brush. And I'm going to start blending the two together just with a really light hand. And you want them to be blended enough so that they look seamlessly blended, but you don't want to blend it where they all become like one shade. You still want to see like the definition in each shade. And I think I'm going to try keep it like, yeah, a bit more rounded. With me it's hard because I always wing out my eyeshadow look, so when I try to do it rounded, it's always a bit of a challenge. Okay, wow, these colours are blending really nicely together. Okay, so I'm going to take another little small blending brush. I'm going to take another shade from the palette called Ecstasy. This is like a really light, like neon green. It's so pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap it on the edge of that shade first. Oh my god, that is, oh, wow, these are blending really nicely. So I think the key with these eyeshadows, if you feel like they're going patchy and stuff, is to start with the darker shade first. And then they'll blend a lot nicer together. So now with a really light hand, I'm just going to work on softening that edge. Trying to keep it as rounded as I can. Okay, so now I'm going to work my way down again and just like make sure each color is there and blended enough. So I'm going to go back in with that middle shade we used, which is called the Hype. I'm going to just put it right in here again, make sure it's still there. And then I'm going to go in with that dark shade again. I'm just going to take another little brush. And then work my way back up again. So with these looks, it's really good just to use tiny little blending brushes so you can keep all like the layering of each shade and just slowly blend them out. It's a really light hand as well. Okay, so that's how we're looking. the eyeshadows worked really well, so I'm so happy with that. So yeah, definitely if you have this palette and you feel like it's not working well for you, start with the dark shade and then go lighter and it should blend nicely. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing on this eye. I'll just fast forward through it so you guys can just watch how I do it. I just wanted to point out, I'm really surprised I literally have like no fallout from these shadows as well, which is really good. That's why I do eyeshadow first anyway, in case it is fallout. But yeah, it barely has any, which I think is really good. Okay, so this is how we are looking. The eyeshadow is actually blended so nicely and I am obsessed. On camera, I feel like the color, like in real life, it looks more like green and more neon. I think on camera it's coming off a bit like bluish almost, but this is how we're looking. I'm gonna add now some black, and I know in the photo it's a halo eye, but I don't know if I think I want to do a cut crease instead. We'll just see how we go. But all I'm gonna do now is, yeah, add some black. So I'm gonna take another little brush. I'm pretty sure that I don't think the black in this palette is that great, but we will try it out. Oh, I'm scared. Please don't make the look. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit in the outer corner. And then I'm gonna blend it out with that dark green shade. So as you guys can see, I just added a little bit of black just to make it nice and smoky. And yeah, I think I'm going to do more of like a half cut crease look than a halo eye, because I think that's just what suits my eye shape better. Okay, I'm going to take the P. Louise base in the shade 0, which is white, because I do want it to mix a bit with the green and make it almost a green color, because we're going to put a green on top anyway. So I'm going to take that and what brush? I'm going to take my Artiste concealer brush and I'm just gonna do a half cut crease. Oh my god, I don't think I've done a half cut crease on myself in like a year, no joke. So if it's terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna talk now or else I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can breathe again. Does anyone else like literally hold their breath when they're doing cut creases? Now I have to try to do this on the other side and make it look the same. Okay, I did it. Oh my god, actually I'm proud of myself. I haven't done literally a half cut crease on myself in ages. So I think on the top I want to put like a matte green shade. I have these stacks from, can't remember what it's called, something neon collection. Oh, I really can't remember the name, but is this a matte? Like this green here looks stunning. So I'm gonna see how we go, if we can, oh my eye, if we can pack this on top. You want it, but can be hardest, regardless of my conscience. Be on it, you want it. And being really careful to not go too like close to where I've cut the crease, otherwise you'll lose that like definition of the half cut crease. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend this edge here. So I've got a nice seamless blend. So I'm going to not go on with the black straight away. I'm going to take the dark green first and just like work on blending this. Hopefully it blends fine, because I've never really used these neon pigments like this on the eye. People they talk their majesty about the way your body twisting, make me lose control in a distant world, and it's happy because I'm thinking of us. Okay, so off camera, I've just gone ahead and lined my lash line. I used, where did I put it? I used the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. It's really nice and matte. It's really easy to use. The lashes I used are the Bala Beauty lashes in the style Bougie. They are so nice. I can't remember the last time I wore fake lashes, so it feels so weird, but these are such pretty lashes, and I think they're good because they don't take away too much from the eye look. And then also I added just a little bit of white, what am I talking about? White in the crease just to define that half cut crease look. And now all I want to do to finish off the top half of my eyes. Oh, and I also put a bit of a bluey green liner. This is a Colourpop gel liner in Zulu. I thought it'd be more green, but it is a bit blue, but that's fine. Now I'm going to take a little bit of glitter glue and a tiny little brush and just pop this right in my inner corner. And then I'm going to pick up some of this glitter. This is the Makeup Workshop loose glitter in the shade Mischief. So as you can see, oh, you can't really tell, but it's like a really pretty like minty green. It's got like lots of reflex in it. So I'm just going to pop this in here. Oh, that is stunning. Has like nice like gold. That is so pretty, especially because the whole eye look is matte. I think it's nice to have a little pop of something in the inner corner. Okay, so now that we're finally finished with majority of the eyes, we'll finish off the under eyes after I do my base makeup. We're going to go in with foundation because we've already primed. So I'm just going to take my favorite brush, if I can find it. My Peaches Makeup PC25. I love this foundation brush. I feel like it really just like buffs in your foundation really nicely. So I think I'm going to take the Tarte Face Tape in the shade 42G. I hope it's not too dark for me because my tan's a bit old, but we'll give it a whirl. Oh no, that'll be fine. I'm just going to blend this all over. I do really like this foundation. I still prefer my NARS. This one's like quite a bit more matte, I'd say, the finish, but it is really good for the price as well because obviously it's a lot, a bit cheap. Well, not a lot, but it is cheaper than NARS. Oh, so excited to cover all those breakouts. Really buffing it in. That's why I like this brush. Like I feel like it really buffs in your foundation and it doesn't like create any streaks as well, which is really nice. I always make sure I really like press it into my hairline because you don't want white perimeter around your head. Always get the ears. And I'm going to take a concealer brush and then just carve around the tops of my brows. And I feel like this step, it still makes them look defined, but like not too defined. What are some things you guys have been doing while you're in isolation? I hope everyone is doing the right thing and isolating so this whole thing can be over. Can't wait to start like doing clients again and everything. I really miss it, but at least now I will be doing more YouTube videos, so hope you guys enjoy. So now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. Yeah, I always get confused with the Shape Tape and the Face Tape foundation, and this is in the shade 36 Tan, Medium Tan Sand. Oh, and it's running out. I don't like my under eyes to be like crazy white. I just prefer them to be like a few shades lighter than my foundation. And I just want to say as well, thank you to all of those new subscribers. I've gotten so many in the last month and it is so nice, and hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I do have more client tutorials coming, but they're just going to be, oh, that just flipped on my lip. They're going to be on my sister, so stay tuned for those. And if you guys have any video requests, don't forget just to comment them down below. Just blend it all out. I really do like using brushes on my face when I do my makeup. I never really use a sponge when I do my own, but I do like using a sponge. For clients, I just feel like sometimes using like a brush like this on clients can be a bit awkward to like get right under the eye and stuff. Just really, and as you guys can see, I'm tapping. I'm not doing like swiping motions because you don't want to move the concealer or move everything around. And then I also like to go over with like the edge with my foundation brush just to make sure there's no lines where the concealer or the foundation starts. Okay, so now I'm going to set my under eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, favorite powder ever. Just really tap it in. I don't bake on myself. I don't bake on my clients either. Just feel like it's too drying. And you don't really need to. I feel like when you really like press it in with a brush like this, that gives you like that really nice flawless finish. I think on camera my foundation looks a little bit light, but I swear in person it matches. And I like to really set around my nose here as well because that's normally where I get oily. my upper lip. Does anyone else get really sweaty upper lip? I don't know if that's gross, but that's like my main sweaty area. And this Tarte foundation, it's actually, as you can see, it's like, I don't know if it looks matte, but it is quite a matte finish. So sometimes I don't even set it, but if you want your makeup to last longer, it is important just to set it. So I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium golden. And just a light layer just to make sure everything else is set. Okay, so now we're looking nice and matte. I'm just going to spray some of the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray on my face first before we do the rest. Oh, I love the mist on this. It is so fine. And I like to do this step now just so all those powders have a chance to settle in. Even though we're going to go in with more powders, I just like to layer the setting spray so it helps like absorb everything. And get rid of that powdery look. Damn it. Okay, so I just realized my camera wasn't filming. I'm not sure what it missed out, but what I did is I took my MAC Give Me Sun, put that everywhere, bronzed my face, and then I took the Island Ting Fenty bronzer as well, and I put that more in like to sculpt my face, even though it is a bronzer, just to add a bit more definition. And then I took my MAC Peaches blush and put that on the apples of my cheeks and just blended it back. Sorry guys, I literally just realized my camera wasn't filming. I hope it didn't miss too much, but that is really, really, really annoying. Oh, you guys have seen me apply bronzer and stuff before. At least it was just a boring part. Does anyone else get a runny nose when they're doing makeup? It's so annoying. It's like it knows it's annoying. Okay, so now we're gonna highlight. I'm gonna take a little highlighter brush, spray my brush, the same Morphe mist. And what highlight am I gonna use? I might actually try the highlight in the eyeshadow palette. Is this gonna be too dark? It is a bit too dark. We'll use my Amrezy highlight. I love this. I hope they bring it back. I like to highlight above my brow, Cupid's bow, tip of the nose. I like to do a little bit between my brows as well. And now I'm just going to finish off the under eye. So I'm pretty much going to do the same thing that we did on the top and just do it on the bottom. So I'm going to take that dark green shade first and put that as close as I can to my lash line. I'm going to take another little blending brush. I'm going to take the middle green shade we used. And I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to take that lightest neon green we used and just blend it out even further. I'm also going to take a really small brush. I'm going to put a little bit of black as well, just as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm only going in the outer third. Oh, just got so much of that in my eye. Ouch. Just like that. And now I'm going to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use the same Amrezy highlighter and just a teeny little brush. I'm just going to spray it. And just pop that very arch. Okay, now all we've got to do to finish off the eyes is do some mascara. I'm just going to take a Maybelline Colossal Mascara. Like so, and now we just got to do lips. So for lips, I'm going to take my MAC Strip Down Lip Liner. This is my favorite liner ever. I'm just going to overline my lips, of course. Just like that. And then for lipstick, I'm going to take the Morphe lipstick in Honey. Put this in the center. Get a really nice nude. and they're so creamy as well and so affordable. Such good lip liners. Should I add gloss? Yeah, who am I kidding? And now for gloss, I'm going to take Bambi from Peaches Makeup and just put it on the center. And now just the final step, I'm going to take my, oh, that is the wrong one, my Scandinavia Bridal Setting Spray and just set everything in place, even though I'm going to wash this off straight after because it can't go anywhere. And that is the finished look. I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I hope you guys love it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. It was nice to like sit down and film on my face again. Once again, leave any requests in the comments below. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe. Bye.